Thank you for tuning in to Miss Tracy and Clarity today. In this episode, we will be covering cheating hearts today. I myself have been faithful, and I have been the one that cheated. I have had faithful boyfriends, and I have been cheated on. I only got cheated on when I was pregnant, though. I'm not excusing their behavior, but pregnancy can be hard on relationships sometimes. As a woman who has experienced it 4 times, sex wasn't at the top of my list during the pregnancy. They made sure I didn't find out about their infidelity until the relationship was completely over. I created this episode to tackle the statement, once a cheat, always a cheat. I say this is not true at all. I only stepped out of my relationship because I was ready to end it anyway, and I was younger at the time. In our youth, we're under the wrong mindsets. My $1 million point is this. I only entertained cheating because I was unhappy in a relationship. I'll never justify it to be right. I was dead wrong, and I own it. 2 wrongs don't make a right, indeed. For example, I gave my first child's father 3 years and the son he said he always wanted. It's 1998. I'm turning 21 years old. Where is my ring? It was a big deal in this time frame to not shack up with a man you were not married to. When we discussed the marriage in 1998, he tells me I needed to grow up some more, yet I was old enough to have his son, though. I've given you 3 years with no ignorant love and hip-hop crap. He said his ex before me had took him to hell and back, just to keep it short. He didn't have to worry about me or look for me. We were like peanut butter and jelly anyway. But he was dragging his feet with marriage. He was 14 years older than me. You would think he would be ready. Yeah, I was in a May-December relationship. He was 35 and I was 21 with 1 child together. He kept dragging his feet. So I said, hell, I'm 21. Let's check the clubs out. I met my first wolf right out the gate. He was enticing, of course. Gave me everything I wanted, how I wanted it. And here was my boyfriend and I struggling to make it through. One day, my son's father quit his job because it was cold outside. That was his excuse. It was too cold outside. He was on the garbage route and had to ride on the back of the garbage truck. I went to work, whether it was hot, cold, raining, or snowing. He made it easy to entertain another man with excuses like that. I admit, infidelity is wrong. Married or not, it's nothing to take lightly. Yet I got caught up in it. That situation ended up with my child's father and a new man locked up in a physical tussle. My child's father got arrested for assault, and everyone on the street was telling me he gonna get 6 years in prison. I was frantic because he was in this situation because of me. We ended up going to court, and we told the DA what happened. Yet somehow she went to the judge and said my mom and I had gotten into it over my child's father. The judge said, well, I wish I was half the man he was and gave my ex 6 years probation instead of 6 years jail time. We all walked out that courtroom. For someone who always played the devil's advocate with me, he went outside and held his head to the sky and thanked God because he knew he wasn't supposed to have left that courtroom. Because of this situation, I promised myself that I wouldn't jeopardize anybody else's life like that because I'm out here being young and dumb. I did well for 7 years straight after that. I met my daughter's father in 2002, and I kept it real and true for 3 years. Something about that 3-year mark. We started having financial strains here and there. He was a bit impulsive. He would buy what he wanted. Then I would have to make do with what was left sometimes. He had 2 baby mamas to deal with. They both ended up putting guns on me within the 4 years we dated. I guess I got weary looking for him to focus on me and only me, and not this baby and that baby and this baby mama request and that baby mama request. I had a male co-worker who would come to me and hug me a lot. He was cute and my type, but he was 7 years younger. I felt myself becoming attracted to him, so I wrote my boyfriend a letter and said it would be best we go our separate ways. I know I needed to go on and let him go before I messed up. We agreed to stay in the same house until we both found our own places, but we were over as boyfriend and girlfriend. Life being life, one day my co-worker's advances hit different and I reciprocated his actions. We ended up being together and we had a brief affair. My daughter's father found out about what was going on. There was no altercation there because we weren't technically together, yet we were still dealing with the residue of us. Did we really want it to be over and all that good stuff? We eventually moved to our own places individually. He got engaged to a girl 6 months after our breakup. I ended up breaking my affair off because the boy was just immature. He had no kids, no responsibilities. He wasn't ready to be the type of man I needed. I didn't get caught up in nothing that was my fault for the next 15 years straight after that. So this is why I say, yeah, you can stop cheating. Yeah, you can walk a straight path if you really want to. It's all in your heart. I love Atlantic Starr's song, If Your Heart Isn't In It. Just don't play with people's emotions. I believe in karma. As I have grown and matured, I can boss up and just tell you if I'm not feeling it anymore, or just be true to how I'm feeling. I hate deception. I believe in being transparent. I need to hear the truth, even when it hurts. I got married April 16, 2010, and I gave my husband, at the time, 10 faithful years out of 11. I knew and understood that thou shalt not commit adultery. And man, did I step in it again. I'll save that story for another day. It deserves an episode all by itself. The $1 million point is this: once a cheater, always a cheater isn't true. Within, without. Keep it right within your heart, and you'll keep it right without. Your significant other might have made a few wrong turns in the past. The past has nothing to do with the future. You're not their ex. You're a whole new vibe. You get what you put out. I'll say this: a happy man or happy woman won't cheat. So adjust. That's the bottom line for me. If you have any comments about today's episode, you can email me at misstracyandclarity@gmail.com. MST as in Tom, RACIAND as in dog, CLARITY@gmail.com. Just a footnote for my listeners that are not on Spotify. You're missing out a little bit because I link songs to my episodes sometimes. It gives the episode a different experience, and I would like for you to listen to the whole show, if possible. Just letting you know. Godspeed.